So here's what I want you to do. We all have our circumstances. We all have our problems. We have things that we're going through. What I want you to do right now, while you're watching this, I want you to zone in on one particular circumstance that you have right now. I want you to think about what that circumstance is, and I want you to think about 3 things that make that circumstance a big deal. I want you to think real hard. 3 things. I also want you to think the cons of your circumstance. I want you to think real hard, like, what are the things that cause that circumstance to happen? What are what are things that cause it to happen? Now, after you think about that, I want you to close your eyes for like 5 seconds. So, all right, go ahead and open it back up. Now, I want you to go back to that situation, that circumstance. I want you to now think about the ways that you can get through that circumstance. I want you to really think hard about it. When it comes to our circumstances, we have to open our eyes, and look through the lenses of faith. Of course, we all know that, faith is something that's not seen. We can't see it happen. But the only thing that we can see is the end result right up here in our mind. We all have these visions. We all have these forms of imagination. So why can't we have our imagination become a reality? Why can't we somehow, some way use our faith lenses to see through our circumstances on how we can get through them? I always, growing up, I had, times where my imagination, I guess, would take the best of me. But now more than ever, as I get older, I wish I had that mindset more and more within my life. And like I said, we all have our circumstances. We have things that we're going through. But at some point, we have to channel in, we have to force ourselves to look through the lenses of faith. And somehow, some way, realize that faith is what's going to get us over the hump. That faith is what's going to keep us going. That faith is what's going to give us some form of hope. And when we hear the word hope, it's not something that's like a form of desperation per se. But faith is something that we should be proud of, something we should be excited for. Faith should be something that we work towards. Because obviously, faith without works is dead. So anything that you don't work for, it's not just going to appear like that. But you have to put some work into it. But that work, the first step in that work is obviously looking through the lenses of faith. Not through your lenses of your reality and practicalities and whatnot. Because we have to do that every day. All the time. The world forces us to have to look through that because we, for some reason, we've been just programmed with this whole mindset of structure, which is okay. We have been processed or programmed per se to, live our lives, according to what is being told to us, whether it's going to school all 12 years of your life and then going to college and then getting a job and, living to a sense of, complacency or consistency rather, which again, people want that life. I would never ever, tell somebody don't do that. But at some point, we have to want better things for ourselves. And with the things that we're going through, whatever it is you're going through, whatever circumstance, whether it's lack of money, whether it's relationship problems, whether it's things amongst your children or your family and friends, whatever it is, take that circumstance, rewind it, and look through it through your lens of faith. Trek Manifest, Trek Tuesdays. I'm out.